thousands of us tonight are on the broad road that leads to destruction. And tonight, I would say with Moses, I would say with Joshua, turn, repent, choose God, serve Him, live for Him. That is the message of God tonight to this great audience of people at Yankee Stadium.
I see revival coming to planet Earth, maybe as never before. It will be untold numbers, an untold, uncounted multitudes that will be saved. The dead will be raised. The arthritic will be healed. Cancer will be healed. No disease will be able to stand before God's people, and that it would be a worldwide situation.
There's a church that doesn't just know about God, they know God. They don't just believe in His power, they carry His power. God will shake the United States of America one last time, not by might, not by power, but by my Spirit.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome to Check the Market. How's everybody doing? Lucy, Scott, John. What up, homies? That's right. Carl Brooks, Michael Frost, Ninja Buddha in the house. It was good to see everybody this weekend, everybody that came up.
I even saw you getting pictures taken with some people. You're quite the celebrity over there, Pat.
What can I say? No, it was really good meeting everybody. And I always like hearing people that the show is actually like helping them.
Yeah,
so.
Agreed. It's cool.
Appreciate that.
Good
Jason,
stuff.
good morning from El Paso, Texas. Janice.
You got a Sir
welcome,
Patrick.
Welcome.
Sir Patrick.
Yes. It is one of my goals to get knighted at some point.
Knighted. You know what? I could actually see it happening for you. Some odd reason.
Michael, good morning. Awesome. Cindy from Michigan.
Good
awesome.
stuff.
Well, great. Thanks everybody for tuning in to another episode of Check the Market. Netflix is down big. They lost some subscribers. We'll get into that today. And Elon Musk is still at it. I don't think he's going to quit.
You don't think so?
No, I think he's going to keep going. There's actually some more news. He's been tweeting some cryptic tweets. So we'll get into that today. I'm pretty sure this is eventually going to happen. Keon from Trinidad. Awesome. Thanks for tuning in. I have not looked into that crypto. Huh. Let me write that down. All right, let's get into the news this morning. What you got
Check
for
it
us?
out. Space. It affects us all and it connects us all. Take it away. Crazy woman.
Space is exciting. It spurs our imaginations.
I can't watch this.
And it forces us to ask
Just wait for
big
it.
questions.
Just wait for it.
Space, it affects us all. And it connects us all.
Start the week off with some comedy. It's just so stupid, honestly. Next. Big. The municipality of Bologna, Italy, is rolling out a soft social credit score in the fall, the first of its kind in Europe. Let's see it. According to an something from this is so bad. Bologna, the municipal government is introducing a smart citizen wallet that can receive digital points based on whether a citizen has demonstrated virtuous behavior, like China. Residents can then use these digital points for discounts and to make various purchases. Unsurprisingly, actions related to one's carbon impact are central to what's considered rewardable virtuous behavior. The citizen will receive benefits if he recycles, if he uses public transportation, if he manages his energy consumption well, if he does not receive sanctions from the municipal authority, if he actively uses the culture card. Translated from Italian, says Bologna councillor Massimo Bujani. Of note, the social credit score isn't an all-encompassing as the yet and currently remains voluntary, which everything seems to be voluntary right before it becomes mandated. So interesting to see that Italy, one of the primary countries that was the harshest in lockdowns, is implementing this. We're seeing similar stuff up in Canada, which is still under lockdown. So coincidence? I don't know, but patterns matter. Next. Breaking. Louisiana Senate on a 29-6 vote just passed SB 44, banning males from playing women's sports. Big win. Way to go, Louisiana. Next. Scottish government scraps £7 million COVID passport app. The move comes following a change in Scotland's official guidance on asymptomatic testing and the end of universal testing, which were two stupid things to do in the first place, which were announced as part of the government's Test and Protect transition plan. So I want to know where all this funding, like who these specific groups are that are getting funded, if there's any correlation between the nations. It would be an interesting study to present.
Follow the money.
Exactly. Next. All right, big news, everybody. Britain's crown as the country that grew the world's largest potato was saved on Wednesday as it emerged that a pretender to the record was not actually a potato. Gord almighty. Sorry, I just threw this in there. Britain gets its title of world's biggest potato back from imposters. So the challenger was from New Zealand and it was actually a fruit. So
Wow.
Yay, Britain. Next.
British tabloids are incredible. How is this news? But they love that stuff over there, don't they?
It's true. It's so bizarre. Like, this was a big deal in Britain. I had no idea. But it's, it's news over there. So why not laugh at it here? Next. Just in, the Biden administration is prepping another $800 million weapons package for Ukraine. So this is on top of the $800 million last week. And then the, what was it, like 1.2 billion like 2 weeks ago. So, not a lot of tender care for United States border or anything else. My question is, who is using all these weapons? That's the question. Where is all this money going towards?
You've seen all the tanks and stuff.
Yes.
The Russian tanks.
I have.
So they are using those weapons to hold them back. Yes.
But who?
The Ukrainian army.
Ukrainian
being
army?
trained in neighboring countries.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Poland.
Right.
According to official media reports.
Right. Because we trust them a lot. Something I'm digging into. Next. Just in UK court has issued an order to extradite WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange to
Good one, John.
the United States. Oh, John. I just saw that. Nice comment there, John. So, interesting stuff about Julian Assange. I'm kind of upset about this one, to be honest, but what do you think?
That he's getting extradited? I mean, yeah, I don't agree with it.
Yeah. We'll leave it there, folks. We're in the same headspace. Next. More, Assange could face a 175-year sentence for exposing war crimes. The decision will now move to UK's Home Secretary for approval. The defense has until May 18th to make submissions. So, there you go. Next. Just in, they deleted the tweet. German health minister claims it would be a massive loss of credibility and endanger democracy if Elon Musk buys Twitter.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised either. Oh, there we have the deleted tweet. Karl, take it away, German man. How do you say that last name?
Karl Lauterbach.
There you go. Oh, nice to have a German on set. The German health minister has now deleted the tweet below about Elon Musk on Twitter. He stated, for Twitter DE, it would be a massive loss of credibility if Elon Musk bought Twitter. The commercialization of the internet also endangers democracy because trust in the independence of news is dwindling. There you go. Don't never really like those Germans.
Yeah, thanks to you, Lauterbach. That's why trust is going down. Even in Germany, trust is going down. In Germany, trust in the media was extremely high. And people are starting to question there too.
Quite a bit. It's interesting to see. Next.
Here's the latest on Elon Musk's possible Twitter takeover. The New York Post reports that Tesla CEO is seeking financing through a leveraged buyout offer. Twitter's annual meeting will take place on May 25th. It is unclear if the bid will be accepted or rejected by that date. The New York Post reports the richest man in the world is looking to do a leveraged buyout as a possible way to finance his bid to purchase 100% of Twitter. While Musk is worth $270 billion, the Post reports that the Tesla chief is seeking financing through an LBO that would use a significant amount of borrowed money to meet the cost of acquisition, raising debt against the company. While Musk said his bid of $54.20 per share was his best and final offer, the billionaire walked back on that statement, saying he would consider borrowing against his current stake if necessary and is willing to invest an additional $10 billion or 10 to 15 billion of his own money to take the company private, of which he already owns 9.1%. So we know that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia owns 4.5%, so if he increases his costs, they might accept it too. The free speech advocate must rely on private equity to finance the remainder of the costs, and he may have found a suitor. Apollo Global Management is interested in financing the deal for Musk, according to the Wall Street Journal. Why It Matters. Love Me Tender is a hit single by Elvis Presley, but it's also what Musk tweeted, alluding to the fact that he may have already found a partner and will enter a tender offer for Twitter in the next 10 days. Twitter's annual meeting will take place on May 25th. It's unclear if the bid will be accepted or rejected by that date. According to Benzinga Pro, Twitter shares fell into the close on Tuesday, dropping 4.73% to 46.16. Right now, pre-market, they're at 46.40. Continue. Could Starlink go public via SPAC? Rumors of Polyhapatia deal increase. Retail investors love a good story for stocks, as well as love the opportunity to get into some potential growth stories on the ground floor. SPACs were one of the hottest stories in 2020 and 21, but have fallen out of favor, with many companies trading well below the $10 price after mergers have been completed. Could a SPAC deal involving two of the biggest names bring life back to SPACs, and how many coincidences do there have to be before it's considered research? During the height of SPACs, something often done by retail traders was connecting the dots between potential acquisition targets. This included seeing connections between board members' investments by the sponsors previously, and even tracking where private jets were headed. The effect is now spilling over to 2 SPACs from a popular name in the space. Continue. Chamath Palihapitiya was considered one of the biggest players in the SPAC industry for years, but has gone relatively quiet and has also seen the value fall for the companies he took public. Could a deal with one of the biggest private companies revive him as a top name in SPAC land? The social capital Hidosofia Holdings Corp and the 4 and 5 are 2 of the most well-known SPACs and were part of a string of 6 SPACs. 4 and 6. 5 is just V, right? With the IPO name and the ticker launched by Palihapitiya, recent chatter has been picking up online that the 2 SPACs could combine to help bring Starlink public. Starlink is a satellite unit owned by SpaceX, a company run by Tesla Inc., which was valued at $100 billion last year. Given the size of the 2 SPACs from Palihapitiya, they have always been linked to big targets in the private market. Recent filings have also included language that the 2 SPACs could combine to fund one target. The 2 SPACs rose $400 million and $1 billion in their original offerings. Several prominent SPAC accounts, including Jonathan Michael, who goes by Leader SPAC on Twitter, have been following the saga and connecting the dots. Michael pointed out recently several trips made by Palihapitiya's private jet and noted the volume in shares of social capital Hidosofia 4, or is that 6, whichever one it is, rose on the same day. Options flow has also been increasing over the last few weeks in both iPod and IPOF. So those are the 2 ticker symbols. Palihapitiya previously took Virgin Galactic Holdings public and served as the chairman. While Virgin Galactic isn't a pure rival to SpaceX, there are some similarities that might have made it hard for Palihapitiya to be on the boards of both. Continue. Palihapitiya stepped down as the chairman of Virgin Galactic and also sold his personal stake in the company. The decision was made to focus on another public company board commitments. Like Musk, Palihapitiya has been known to leave cryptic clues for followers. One clue in September 21 pointed to a watch that Palihapitiya was wearing. The investor told a follower to look at the watch, which had a similar look to Starlink. So, there could be a potential for a SPAC merger to take Starlink public, which would be interesting to see if it gets as much love as Tesla would.
What are your predictions?
I would invest in it.
You would?
I would.
All right. It's fair enough. I'd
They're
probably
still
be
in
too
the
scared.
They're still in the beginning stages. But if they do it right with the download speeds that you're seeing, especially from the upgraded version that they're coming out with now, it's incredible. It beats any other like satellite internet company out there. Yeah.
Oh, I'll look into it more. Nice.
Continue. Netflix loses 200,000 subscribers. Here's what Wall Street thinks. Someone's excited about that.
Just because Obama has stakes in it, I'm just happy.
Netflix stock was slumping Wednesday. Let's actually take a look, see where they're at pre-market. Oh, up 3% pre-market. Oh, just kidding. No, they're not.
No?
I was looking at the wrong one.
Fake news.
Down 29.72%.
That
They
I think they were
closed-
23 last night.
Closed yesterday at $348 a share. Right now it's opening up at $245 a share.
Yay! I'm kind of happy about this.
Netflix stock was slumping Wednesday after the streaming giant posted disappointing first quarter earnings, prompting a flurry of price target cuts and critique from analysts. Netflix lost 200,000 subscribers in the quarter, well below its guidance for 2.5 million net adds. The streaming service would have added 500,000 users.
So loud.
That was loud.
Wow, right there.
Markets are open. Dow Jones is up. Let's start with the S&P. S&P, there we go. It is moving. Okay. Dow Jones is up 235 points. NASDAQ up 23 points. And the S&P up 19 points.
Nice.
Cryptocurrencies. The market is up a total of 2.57% over the last 24 hours. Bitcoin up 2.85% to 42,000. Ethereum up 3.3% to 3148. Let's see what else we got here. Binance up 2.13. XRP up 0.16 to 77 cents. Solana is up 6%. Cardano's up 4.19%. Dogecoin up 2.86%. What else we got? Shiba Inu up 1.15%.
So overall, not too bad.
Overall, not too bad.
Not too bad.
And Netflix is down 28.97%. Not a lot of love for Netflix today. Buy the dip? Question mark. Let's see that article. The streaming service would have added 500,000 users had it not lost 700,000 subscribers from Russia. The company expects to lose 2 million net subscribers in the June quarter. Shares of Netflix were down 27, now 28, in pre-market trading on Wednesday. The decline in subscription, coupled with the guidance for an even greater decline, is likely to keep optimists away until there's some evidence that subscribers will once again grow, wrote Wedbush analyst Michael Pachter in a research note on Wednesday. Pachter maintained a neutral rating on the stock, but slashed his price target to 280 from 342. The price target reflects a more modest growth of 600 million per year compared to its prior estimate of 1 billion annual growth due to slowing subscriber growth. Netflix outlined a series of factors contributing to its poor performance, including macroeconomic headwinds. How is the war in Ukraine affecting you?
Well, all those
in California,
everybody canceling their subscriptions overseas.
Well, they
protest.
They left Russia,
right?
So it's their own fault.
Yeah, but they're gonna blame it on the Russia-Ukraine war.
I guess.
Why not? It's what governments do.
But it's your fault. You're the one that left Russia, so it has nothing to do with that. Account sharing. Ooh, yes, big one. Account sharing. And increased competition and market saturation in North America and Canada. While this amounts to a less of let's try that again.
Really
While
close.
this amounts to a loss of less than 1% of subscribers over a 2-quarter period, it is emblematic of a trend we've been flagging. Penetration is a headwind in established markets, and content is not driving the same engagement in core markets or driving inflections in nascent markets, wrote KeyBank Capital Markets analyst Justin Patterson in a research note. Patterson has a sector weight rating on the stock but does not have a price target. Great analyst. It is another Kramer hot buy. Let's see that real quick before we go back to the article. Put up that Kramer, inverse Kramer. Netflix just tanked 25% after reporting earnings. It is now down 58% since Jimmy said to buy only 3 months ago. That's from today. Somehow this is legal. There you can see his buy at over 600. Buy the dip right there. Looks like the dip was a little bit bigger than we thought.
Just a little.
Yep.
Impressive.
Impressive decline there for Netflix. Man. Continue. To address lagging growth, Netflix plans to continue investing in content and monetize account sharing. The company estimates that in addition to 222 million paying households, there are 100 million using shared accounts. So they're getting rid of shared accounts. The other thing that they were talking about, thinking about doing is having a tier with commercials. Just like you can have like a higher tier with Hulu that doesn't have commercials.
Yep.
And then a lower tier where you need to watch commercials.
Nah.
But at that point,
it's not Netflix anymore.
yeah, you might as well just get TV again.
Exactly.
If you have to suffer through the commercials. Continue. In the short term, Morocco is concerned about the ongoing uncertainty around demand trends and the impact these could have on margin expansion. We also have to keep an eye on, a lot of people talking about recession and whatnot. market downturn, Netflix is going to be one of the first things to go. Because they don't have... I mean, what is keeping people with Netflix? What kind of shows are there on there? The only reason that I have Netflix, or that I had Netflix, was for The Office. But it's now on NBC.
Get it anywhere. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep, it's true.
I guess Ozark. Yeah, Christopher's is right. Oh, Bethany, The Crown.
The Crown.
Yeah. All right, so there are some shows that people like. Lost in Space. I guess there are some shows. Yeah, I didn't think of that. There are some good shows on there. Yes, it is, Sandra.
You know, I've never seen an episode of The Office.
You haven't?
I tried watching I've seen a tad, like probably 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
I couldn't get even like remotely. It was like, what is this?
The Office is good because it makes you actually feel the awkwardness.
Yes.
That's what it's so good, because
it made me feel
when
so
they
awkward.
do stupid stuff, you're like, oh man, like I can actually.
I'm not that
feel
stupid.
I can feel like the awkwardness. There are some parts that I fast forward because I can't
cringe?
stand it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Oh, your favorite Coco Melon.
I guess.
There you go.
You can get that on YouTube too.
Yes, exactly.
For free. And you can skip the ads.
Oh.
All right, next. How to budget better. Food, $25. Tap water, 0. Entertainment, 0.
Women, 0.
Finance mentor, 10,000. Landlord tips, 250,000. Go-Gurt reserves, 2,000. Rare fish investment. That sounds about accurate. That literally does sound like Gary Vee's budget right there.
Nice stuff.
Instead of rare fish investment, it would be garage sale investments. 3 million. Next. CalPERS to vote to replace Buffett as Berkshire chairman. So it looks like there's some drama at Berkshire Hathaway. Let's see it. CalPERS, the largest U.S. public pension fund, on Tuesday said it will vote for a shareholder proposal that Berkshire Hathaway replace Warren Buffett as chairman, though he would remain chief executive officer. The fund, whose full name is California Public Employees Retirement System, disclosed its vote in a regulatory filing ahead of Berkshire's scheduled April 30th annual meeting in Omaha, Nebraska. CalPERS said it invests more than $450 billion, including more than $2.3 billion in Berkshire shares. Berkshire did not immediately respond to a request for comment. In proposing to install an independent chair at Berkshire, the nonprofit National Legal and Policy Center said the roles of CEO and chairman are greatly diminished when one person holds both. Berkshire opposes the proposal. Yeah, but he started the company. Mm-hmm. It has said someone outside management should be chairman after Buffett is no longer in charge, but that the billionaire should remain chairman and CEO. Buffett, 91, has run Berkshire since 1965. All right, next. We can go to the next. Europeans be like, big meat. I don't get it. Do you get it?
No.
Big meter.
Looks like Sasquatch, though.
Oh, big meter.
Oh. Oh. There you go.
That is good. Next. P&G CEO doesn't see a recession after big quarter for consumer products giant. So P&G's doing good. Guess they're the only company out there that's doing good right now. Netflix is now down 31%.
Sucks to be them.
Oof.
Though inside I'm still giddy that Obama's suffering, even just a little.
It's now down. It's the 52. It hit the 52-week low.
Ooh.
So down from $700. When was that? Back in, I want to say November. Let's see here. Yeah, that was back in November. Next,
Brutal.
P&G CEO John Miller says he doesn't see a recession looming on the horizon despite numerous consumer headwinds and will continue to push through price increases to help offset inflationary pressures. The consumer products giant's latest earnings call underscores Miller's no recession call. On Wednesday, P&G reported volume gains in 4 out of its 5 business lines. For its third fiscal quarter, volume increases were led by an 8% increase in the company's healthcare segment. Sales rose faster than volume in all segments, reflecting P&G's recent price increases and consumers not balking too much at the hike as suggested by Mueller. Here's how P&G compared to Wall Street estimates. Let's see it. Net sales $19.4 billion versus $18.73. Organic revenue growth 10%. So that's pretty good. They did pretty good there. Jenny says, do you know anything about Lucid? I do. Lucid is an electric car company. LCID is the ticker symbol. And there was a lot of hype around it. I like the product. I like the way the car looks. I saw it at a showroom in Miami, and I mean that thing looked sweet. The interior is beautiful, but it is priced. I believe it starts around 70,000, 70 or 80,000. So it is priced fairly high.
Ouch.
I think if Lucid came out with a vehicle that was a better entry-level electric vehicle, they would probably do better. I think that the amount, what's Lucid trading at? Let me check. It's trading at $21 a share. It has a $34 billion market cap. I think it's just still a little too overvalued for what it is. I mean, you have Tesla, and it's just one of those companies that is trying to be Tesla. So until Lucid has a good amount of deliveries, I wouldn't even take a look at it. They are playing the Tesla game. But if they are collecting data, just like Tesla, because that's one thing that, I always looked at Tesla as a car company, but I was reading an article and somebody said it's not a car company, it's a data company. Mm-hmm. And if you look at it from that point of view, if Lucid does that too, if they sell their data to whoever, to make the roads safer or to develop autonomous vehicles, then it might be worth more. But as an electric car company, I don't think it's worth $21 a share. At least not right now with as many deliveries as they have had. I believe, Sandra, they do have solar panels. It might actually, no, that might be Fisker. The Fisker SUV, I think, has solar panels on it.
Wow.
That is true, but they would have to sell a lot of those expensive cars. And you've got Tesla, which is the #1 name in the game. Then you have Mercedes, which came out with their EQS. BMW has now come out with an i7. So there's a lot of Audi has the e-tron. So there's a lot more competition out there than when it was just the Tesla Model S. So the market isn't as as wide open as it was. Ford. Let me take a look at Ford. See what they're trading at right now.
John also mentioned Bemis, B-E-M-I-S. Can we go down on the app comments? If possible. Or not. He was saying that Bemis is also something is it something that would be profitable to invest in?
Bemis?
B-E-M-I-S.
I'm not sure. I'll have to take a look
All
at
right,
that.
cool.
Yeah.
We'll look into it, John.
Ford is currently trading at $16 a share. They have a market cap of $65 billion. So if you take a look at that and you compare Ford to Lucid, Lucid has a market cap of $35 billion, and I mean, do they even remotely sell They don't even sell an iota of as many cars as Lucid does. So I think Ford overall would probably be a better investment, especially since they're getting into the electric game with their Mustang Mach-E, and they're developing more models. You know, their Ford F-150 Lightning and a whole bunch of other electric vehicles. Now, there have been rumors out there. I don't know how true this is. There have been rumors out there of Ford splitting off their electric vehicle company from their internal combustion engine company, which I don't think that would be good.
What direction do you think that would take the company?
I think the Ford electric vehicle company would do better over the long run, because they're going to keep pushing these electric vehicles.
Yeah.
And there is a higher adoption rate now than there was before, especially in Europe. If you look at a nation like Norway, the majority of their new cars, I believe, if it's not the majority, it's very close to being the majority of their new car sales are now electric vehicles.
Really? Wow.
It's the Tesla capital of the world, Norway.
Impressive.
Jason says, is it time to exit oil, or does natural gas still have room to run? I think it still has room to run. From everything that I have been reading and looking at, I think that, you know, commodities overall still have some room, including oil and natural gas. I don't know how much more room, but I think there's still room. Bemis Healthcare. I'll take a look at it. That company I don't know anything about, so I'll have to take a look into it. That is true. The chip shortage is devastating the industry. They are coming up with some great ways to, like what a lot of those companies are doing now is, for example, I heard that Mercedes is selling some of their vehicles without the automatic trunk closing thing.
Really?
So the buttons are all there, everything's all there. They just have to install the chip, which once the chip comes in, then they'll install it. So a lot of electric car companies are doing that, including, I believe, Ford and GM both are selling some of their trucks without the blind spot warning systems.
Really?
Yep. And so what they'll do is, as soon as they get, you know, the chip in, or as soon as they get something in, they'll add it in as no charge.
Wow.
To make up for it.
Just to move stock.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
United Optum stock. I'll take a look at that one too, Lori. That is true. He would, Brian. He was an innovator for sure. Henry Ford.
True.
All right. I got one stock to research for you today. EOG Resources. They are engaged in the exploration, development, and production of crude oil and natural gas. The company still has a fairly low valuation compared to the rest of the industry. They're sitting on a massive pile of cash, which I like. I'm looking for companies that have a good amount of cash and should be able to weather a recession or a market downturn, no problem. Commodities should still do very well in the current environment. So that plus the stockpile of cash this company is sitting on makes it very attractive. The company also has seen double-digit growth over the past 5 years. Take a look at it for yourself, see if it will make a good investment for you. That's EOG Resources. And it's compared to the rest of the industry, it has a fairly low valuation in price to earnings, price to book, and has some pretty good margins. So take a look at that one, EOG, and see if it makes sense for you. EOG Resources. That is true, John. I've heard about that.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
I wonder if insurance companies are going to start asking about that, whether or not you have an electric vehicle, because it could cause, I have heard that some of them have caused house fires.
Interesting.
This Mizzo, this stock, even that it is an exploration company. They produce and they develop as well, but they are sitting on a ton of cash, not just assets, actual like cash. Awesome. All right, and if you'd like to invest in Revival today, we'll give you an opportunity to do that now. Oh, you're right, Patrick. I need to look at that one. Sorry about that. I'll take a look at it for you. Yes, and if you'd like to invest in Revival Day, we'll give you an opportunity. They'll put the slide up on the screen. Here are the ways to give. Hashtag donate on Facebook. Text RT to 50155. $RT give. Venmo at RT give. RevivalToday.com/PayPal for PayPal. We also accept cryptocurrencies here on Crypto Island. And then you can also send us a check. Revival Today, P.O. Box 7, Prosperity, Pennsylvania, 15329. And then don't forget to claim your offer. What are we going to do for an offer today? The little book that still beats the market by Joel Greenblatt. We'll do that. That's a good one. I'll take a look at AT&T again, Sandra. They have recently spun off Warner Brothers. I believe it is Warner Brothers, if I'm not wrong. So I'll take a look at that one for you. But thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. I appreciate you all tuning in. Make sure you share the broadcast. Go out there and make some money today, just not in Netflix. Oh, wow, the NASDAQ's now down 110 points.
Oh.
Yikes. Dow Jones up 180 and NASDAQ up just over almost 2 points. So we'll see where it ends up. That was a quick turnaround there for the NASDAQ.
Really
yeah, go out there, make some money, and we will see you all tomorrow.